as an ethical hacker, sometimes you'll use malware as part of your pen testing. And you certainly should be aware of malware because part of your pen testing will be to discover things that exist already and to put that in your report. So let's talk about malware threats. We have some goals that you can understand what malware is and its propagation, understand what Trojans and viruses are, how they work, understand computer worms, and understand the process of malware analysis and detection techniques, and some countermeasures, and using malware in pen testing. So here's what we're going to talk about. Introduction to malware, Trojans, virus and worms, malware reverse engineering, malware detection, countermeasures, anti-malware software, and using it in pen testing. So starting with an intro to malware. Malicious software. Malware. It will damage or disable a computer system. It'll run something in the background. It gives some level of control to whoever created that malware. It's for theft or for fraud or remote control or something like that. And we have a variety of examples. It's a blanket term for computer virus, Trojan horse, backdoor worm, rootkit, spyware, ransomware, botnet, adware, crypter. All of these are examples of malware. So how do we get malware into a system? Well, by interacting with other things. You plug in a USB, which is today's floppy, right? You plug in a floppy, you plug in an infected disk or media of any kind, you get email, you click a link, you trade files peer-to-peer. Some mechanism for interacting is also a possible vector for infecting your machine, particularly flash drives and phishing emails and websites with malicious links. So we could get it from instant messengers, including IRC chats, removable devices. We get attachments. You can have legitimate software that was packaged up by a disgruntled employee. We could have browser and email software bugs. We could do it through file sharing or phony programs, especially downloading freeware, especially going to online game sites and online gambling sites. So we could go to sites that aren't terribly trusted, downloading files, games, screensavers, especially when you are doing file sharing, like you're doing BitTorrent and all of the variations before BitTorrent. So common techniques that we use to distribute malware on the web. You could go to the Black Hat search engine optimization page. It ranks malware pages in terms of search results. We could embed malware in ad networks that will appear on hundreds of legitimate sites, so malvertising. We could compromise legitimate websites and embed malware. We could socially engineer people by clickjacking, so we trick them into clicking on something that looks innocent. We could send them spear phishing. We could have drive-by downloads, so a browser will install malware just by visiting a web page. So this is our introduction to malware. Now let's get on to specific types.